At a meeting of the Emergency Management Committee of Cabinet earlier today, we determined that several new measures are necessary to further strengthen protection for Albertans for both their health and economic impacts of the COVID-19 crisis. First, the maximum size of group gatherings is immediately reduced from 50 to no more than 15. So that's from 50 to 15. This includes family gatherings such as weddings, funerals, as well as religious celebrations. And while getting outdoors for fresh air and exercise is important to both our physical and mental health, this must not occur in groups of more than 15 people. Also, at all such gatherings, indoors and out, the 2-meter social distancing guideline must be observed. The second new measure we're announcing today is the immediate closure of non-essential businesses, including close contact businesses like hair salons and barbershops, tattoo and piercing studios and aesthetic services, as well as wellness studios and clinics. And non-emergency and non-critical health services provided by regulated health professionals or registered professionals, including dentistry, physiotherapy, massage, podiatry, chiropractic, and optometry services. Furthermore, all dine-in restaurants must close now for dine-in service, but they can continue to offer takeout and delivery services. Non-essential retail stores like clothing stores, computer and gaming stores, and services in shopping malls such as hobby and toy stores, gift and specialty item stores, and furniture stores must also close at this time. All of these closures will be subject to the enhanced penalties and enforcement provisions that were introduced by the government earlier this week. The actions we are taking are tough but necessary to protect public health. We understand that behind every such decision lies tens of thousands of jobs and businesses that will throw people into economic and financial anxiety. But the more that we comply with rules like these being recommended by our public health experts, the faster we can get through all of this and restart our economy. These rules are consistent with the array of public health and economic measures that we have implemented over the last 3 weeks to contain the spread of the virus and protect the health, safety, food, shelter, and income security of the most vulnerable.
Vehicle access for recreational activities is temporarily suspended to access points in our provincial parks. This includes parking lots and staging areas. I want to be clear that this is only for recreational purposes. First Nations and Métis traditional uses are still permitted, as is access for forestry and oil and gas operations. Businesses and residents, of course, who operate or live inside parkland will not be affected by this decision. Now is not the time to drive to visit our provincial parks or public land for recreational purposes. To be clear, if a car is required to access a park, do not go. If you have plans to drive and visit one of these areas in the coming days, please cancel your plans. We recognize that this news is disappointing to our avid park users and recreationists. However, we all must do our part to reduce the spread of COVID-19. People who do choose to access parks should only do so by non-motorized means or by being dropped off and picked up. I must also remind Albertans that all of our provincial park facilities are closed and have been closed for over a week. I'm referring to washrooms, structures, education centers, ski hills, and everything in between, including winter camping, warm-up huts, cook shacks, etc. The safety of our park visitors, staff, and volunteers, and minimizing the spread of COVID-19 is our top priority.
Let me be blunt with Albertans. We are facing what will likely be the largest single contraction in our economy in our history. These are going to be very challenging days ahead. Governments are acting, and we are a resilient and remarkably innovative people. I want Albertans to understand with realism what we are about to go through, what many people are already going through. But please remember that we have each other, and we will get through this.